Hey guys, hey, how you guys doing? What you guys doing? Because today is Monday, I think. It's a huge possibility that it's probably Monday. And today I walked 4 miles, and you'll see just like little stints. It's because it was so windy outside. I was like, eh. So on Amazon today, I went and bought moleskin because even with the little toe things, weird. Even with the little what are they called? The little toe sleeves, the little silicone sleeves, like so many of my toes, like walking, get blisters. So I've actually got one on my finger because I was playing with it. So at least I could play with it, right? Like it works for the one toe, like the broken one that I always have issues with. But for the rest of them, they're too big, so they kind of slide off, and then it didn't work so well. And there's not like a ton of different sizes, but what I did is I went on there and I got the moleskin, and then that's going to be so much better for me. So you can actually put it in your shoes to help traction, and you can also put them in between your toes, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them in between my toes, and then I'm going to actually put them inside the shoe so my foot won't be slipping, inside the shoe. What I asked for Christmas for my mother-in-law is that, after my revision and I can guarantee what my stop it, if I can guarantee what my shoe size actually is, because right now I'm still in between a 9.5 to a 10. I can wear 10, but I can't wear a 10 wide. So 10 and 9.5 wides is what I can wear, and that's because the toe box is so big. My feet are just really wide, like this way, and the bottom of my feet are narrow. There's no fat left in my feet at all. Like, they're actually really kind of gross and bony. Like, even all my toes are bony. So, I don't think my feet are going to shrink anymore. I think I'm probably going to be stuck around 9.5. Maybe 9.5, I think, is eventually where I'll be able to say, okay, well, that's where I can stay. So what I asked for is, like, once I'm comfortable and I know for a fact that my feet aren't going to shrink anymore, because your feet do, if you've got fat feet. Your feet will shrink a couple sizes, because, excuse me, I was wearing nothing but slippers for years, because, like, finding shoes that were comfortable that didn't hurt me was almost impossible. And, like, I never wore shoes with backs, like, never, like, ever. There would always be slip-ons. So to wear sneakers, I had to retrain myself to wear sneakers. I had to retrain myself because, as you guys noticed during, like, the summer and even now, like, in the fall, I'll wear sandals if I can, because my feet hurt. And, like, sandals, rarely ever hurt my feet. And the sandals I actually prefer are called FitFlop. And they're just really comfortable flip-flops. Those are the blue glittery ones that I wear everywhere. What the hell is on my nose? What are this? Is that a dried skin? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Oh no. What are you? Get off my face. I don't know what it was, but it's gone enough, I think. I'm gonna get mad. So, what else? So I went and walked 4 miles today. I think I said that, or might have said that earlier in the other one that I tried to make. It was by myself. So, did I say that in the beginning of this? I hate repeating myself. I hate that. But the issue is that sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 videos before I get the one that I'm happy with, and then I'll upload. So sometimes I tell you guys stuff in another video, and then I'm like, did I tell you in this one? Or did I tell you in this one? So just in case I didn't talk about it in this one, that's my husband, who happens to be trying to sleep, and he's on my iPad over here. But you can't see him because obviously his room is dark. And I've got myself muted. So yeah, I got 4 miles in using an app called what's it called? It's called Map My Walk. And so like it takes me 22 minutes per mile. I think that's pretty decent for somebody like me with hip issues and pain and back issues. And like I said, I was alone today, so I actually got really uncomfortable, and actually I dialed a friend, like, kind of like kind of like that TV show, where you can dial in a friend. I was like, I'm less likely to be beaten and chopped up if I'm talking to somebody. And it's not that I really feel like I'm going to be beaten and chopped up, but I'm an agoraphobic. So for me to leave my home, especially to leave my home alone by myself, is an almost fucking miracle. Like, for me to go and walk 4 miles by myself today was an absolute miracle. And I had to call one of my best friends because like I needed just to hear somebody say, it's gonna be okay, let's talk about random stuff while you're walking. And it really helped me. But as somebody who has a lot of anxiety, everybody I saw walking like was a potential, like, they're gonna attack me. That's not something that happens, but like in here, I can't quell my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't make my brain understand that. So like anybody that was walking anywhere near me, unless they had kids, like I was just like, and I brought the stick home. Like I had the big, gigantic, like really heavy, it looks like it used to be a post, like, which is now going to be my walking stick, because I'll take it to your head. Like, you don't want none of this. Like, you don't want none of this. Leave me alone. Because I'm not afraid to whack somebody over the head and then keep beating them until I'm done. Like, you better, leave me alone. So, I actually walked through the, like, neighborhood that kind of runs near that park. I walked all through that neighborhood, all through it, like in every road, like, in all the cul-de-sacs and everything. I walked all through that, and then I went through the park, and I did it early enough during the day that the likelihood of me being dragged into the woods and beaten to death was not so likely. So I also ordered a rape whistle. Not that I particularly feel like someone's gonna rape me, because try it, but because having that as just an in case type of thing, like having it on my neck, and then making a ridiculous amount of noise will normally just run people off. Also, if you're somebody who walks alone at night and you've got one of those cars that have the alarm system, and you can press it where the alarm will go off, like, and you're walking to your car and you think somebody's behind you, if you turn on your alarm, they usually will run off, because obviously the alarm alerts people, and people are like, why the fuck is that alarm on? You know what I'm saying? So instead of yelling fire or something like, help me, because people will just walk right on by making a whole bunch of racket, like, it's more better. So I've been doing a lot of research. Can you tell I have issues? I have some reservations of being by myself without my husband. without somebody to walk with. And I have to get used to it because the lady that I'm walking with right now, like, she can't always be with me. And not everybody who lives near me is as motivated as I am or have the time to, like, I'm like, hey, it's 1 o'clock, it's 1 and 1:30, it's 3 o'clock, I want to go walking for like 2 hours. Like, not everybody's, in the mood for that or has the time for that. Lots of people have jobs and kids and stuff like that and just can't drop everything on a whim. They're like, sure, Nirvana, why not? And like I said, that lady's moving, so I gotta do it myself. But I'm holding myself accountable, not accountable, but accountable, to get my walking in no matter what. So, excuse me. I'm pretty happy with that. So today I've had a protein bar. I've had some chicken. I posted it on the community tab. If you don't know, there's a community tab on YouTube that's on my actual page. So if you go to, like, if you click where my name is after this, like, you can actually click on that and it should bring you to my page, and there's a community tab. And so far, every day that I've noticed there was a community tab, I've posted either my food or a picture or, just little snippets about my life or whatever. And you guys feel free to share with me and talk to me via that, because it's a little easier for me to keep up with just a page than it is for me to, like, bounce between Instagram and Messenger and, texts and stuff like that. So I'm trying to connect with you guys the best I can, in a new platform on YouTube. So those of you who don't have Facebook, or some of you that, don't do Instagram, you can actually kind of talk to me a little more personably on the community tab. So I thought that was something, I don't think a lot of you have even seen yet. But yeah, each day, like, I'm trying to post something that I don't post on the other platforms for you guys to take a look at. Yeah. He's fussing around in bed. I can hear him. I try to stay awake long enough for him to wake up to go to work, and then that way I get a few minutes to talk to him, because he's on a little bit of a different schedule this week. So once that's over, we'll go back to our normal, me staying up until like 4 o'clock in the morning type deal. Right now I'm going to bed at like 2 and then getting up at, crack of noon-ish. But that's whatever. Don't you judge me. If you could sleep till noon, you would. So it is 16 days until my surgery. And it is, well, technically, probably by the time this is uploaded, it will be 15 days until my surgery. So, wait, is today the 4th or 5th? No, tomorrow's the 5th, right? Right, what the hell day is it? What day is it? Computer. I love how I don't know what day it is. No, it's the 4th. Okay, so thank God. Yeah, so by the time I actually get this uploaded, it might be past midnight my time, but I don't know. So far it's 16 days until my surgery. So I'm going to do a countdown, so 16 days. And then the 14th is when I go for all my stuff, like, I need to check your iron, I need to, we have to give you an EKG, we need to talk about your, this and that, and then the 19th I go in from a PICC line, so I'll teach you guys all about that hot mess, because I got to bring it home, and I've got to flush it, and, with heparin and all kinds of crazy crap. And then saline solution, so hopefully I'll only have that in for like a day or two while I'm in the hospital, and then they'll take that thing out. Now, some of you have asked me before, like, why I get PICC lines instead of just regular old everyday IVs, because my veins will blow an IV like that. Like, the minute you start putting a whole bunch of shit in there, it's like, nope. So when I had my when I had my band over bypass put in, because he'd never operated on me before. I had told him, I was like, I'm the kind of person who needs a PICC line. That's the kind of person I am. I'm a PICC line person. And he was all like, oh no, it'd be fine. You don't need PICC line. It's just gonna. And I'm like, okay, all right. You're about to put something on my stomach that's gonna restrict me from having any water. See how that works out for me. And then yeah. So it wasn't but a few days before I went into the hospital for another 4 days with severe dehydration. And I'm like, PICC line. My veins just, they don't take medication very well. They don't take Dilaudid very well. So it is almost imperative that I have that way, I can get everything that I need without having to worry. And they can even do TPN through that for if some weird reason I needed it. So I'll bring you guys through that as well for those of you who might need a PICC line. I don't usually meet a whole lot of people who have to have that, but I'll explain more about it, and I'll explain more about my surgery and all that stuff within the next, 15 days. 16 days, I guess. Well, it'll be 15 days because I'm making a video now. So I love you, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I hope everybody is having a wonderful, I hope it's Monday, because I don't know what day it is. Monday. And I will talk at you again tomorrow. Bye.